Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is a Friday afternoon and the sun is shining, so I'm very happy for the people who have been craving the sun in Sanford, Maine and surrounding areas. I don't know how much of Maine has been raining and gray, but it sure has been that way here in Sanford for like a week. I mean, it was just awesome. It doesn't feel humid to me, so far I'm liking that. Have my fan on and just chillin'. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I was up late last night with all kinds of ideas for videos. I'm really starting to fall into place with all this emotionally and mentally. I feel like my mourning period of having left my other job is just starting to feel better, so I'm so happy. Doesn't mean there won't be tears along the way, because there's always tears with me. Speaking of tears, I need to take my antidepressant. Can't forget to take that. I take a low dose of Prozac, and I know that a lot of people have a lot of opinions about medication, and I've done med-free, I've done over-medicated, I've done it all over the years. I actually chose a low dose of Prozac, and my doctor, he still was like, you should go to a psychiatrist. I said, I've done that so many times. They tend to over-medicate, in my opinion, at least with me. A low dose of Prozac doesn't, pick me up to where maybe I should be, but it keeps me from being way, way down in a deep, dark, black hole. And sometimes I go to that hole, and I always tell myself, if I'm in the hole for more than 3 days, then, then I need to think about things. But anyway, just letting you know that I am on Prozac. I know a lot of you ask me or suggest that I go on meds, especially when people watch my crying videos for the first time. They're like, oh my God, you need to see a doctor. And it's like, I've seen one. I've seen many. I'm good with what I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, so I had so many ideas. And today I want to talk to you about one of the ideas that I had. I'm always trying to think of what can I do that is, not something that's very stressful. Walmart, I'm pretty good with a camera in that store. I just don't think they would really even care that much if they saw me recording. I've had some employees go right by me and not say a word, but there's a lot of stores that it's like, I'd love to take you to some different stores around the area, but it's like, I don't want to get caught. So Marden's, I'd love to show you some stuff in Marden's. This is, what do they call it? A surplus store type thing, and it is in Maine. I don't know if there's any in New Hampshire, but it's Maine-based. There's probably, 6 or 7 Mardens. I'm making that up. I have no clue. I know there's not many. Maybe 5. I don't know. What was I going to say with all that? They have an awesome fabric section, and you just never know what you're going to find when you go in there. So one thing that they have is their shoes and clothing. Sometimes it'll be shoes or clothing that is very expensive brand name things, and they end up making it to that store at a much reduced price. Also, you'll find some very unusual things because you just never know what you're going to get. They have a lot of funky shoes at times. I mean, shoes that would befit a drag queen. It's I seriously think some of them are, because they'll be high heel stilettos that are all silver and sparkly and in a size 12. It's that's probably intended for a man's foot. And I watch a lot of shoe unboxings or shoe collection videos, and I'm like, it's so funny that I would like to do a shoe collection video, but I own no shoes, none. I have sneakers from 1989, tennis shoes, some people call it. We call them sneakers here in New England. And then I have my rotten slippers that I wear constantly, and then I usually have 1 or 2 pairs of slides, slides, I don't know. I'm not big on shoes. Love shoes, used to wear shoes, all kinds of high heel shoes. But, I just don't do that anymore. I don't go out as much. I thought, how fun, though, that I could go to Marden's and hide the camera on a shelf. See, now I could try on shoes and parade back and forth in front of the camera wearing all kinds of different shoes, and it would just look like I'm a normal shopper. Nobody would know unless somebody comes to pick a pair of shoes right by the camera. You know, obviously if it was a busy day, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm thinking I want to do more things like that where I can just put the camera on a shelf somewhere, like I did with the belt yesterday. I went to Walmart and I was showing you guys, you know, how that belt didn't even come close to fitting me. You know, nobody would know that I was recording. They would just think, well, they would think that was weird, that why would that woman even think that belt would come close to fitting her? So that still was bringing attention to myself. But I think I could get away with doing a shoe collection of shoes that I don't own. So that was my idea for Marden. So you let me know if you want me to do that. And then the other thing I want to mention is that I think I will be trying something different where there may be days where I spit out some maybe 1, 2, 3 little quickie videos during the day, because I've discovered that things like the cottage cheese, I would love to show you guys the cottage cheese. Every time I buy cottage cheese, I say, I'm going to show these guys the cottage cheese. Some of you don't even know what cottage cheese is. That blows my mind. I would think something like cottage cheese is worldwide, but that's because I'm not worldly and I don't know these things. Some of you probably think you don't know what it is, and when you see it, you'd be like, oh yeah, we call that white bumpy stuff. I mean, I don't know. So you probably just have a different name for it. So every time I take out my new cottage cheese, I'm like, oh, I should do a video on this. But at the time, I'm like, not in the mood to do a video, and I think that if I do it, I have to turn, you know, an opening of cottage cheese into some lengthy video, you know, that's worthy of putting on YouTube. That'll never happen. How much can I say about cottage cheese? So I might try doing some videos of just, they might be 30-second videos of just showing you the cottage cheese, letting you see what it is, describing it, telling you how you can use it, what you eat it with, stuff like that. So I might spit out some quick little videos because that's the only way I'm ever going to get around to doing those things. I can't devote a whole day of video to cottage cheese. And there's a lot of things you guys might like to see. I know that sounds weird, but I get feedback like, we'd love to see inside the can of those Chinese vegetables. And, you know, so those of you who don't like that, you could just skip by. I mean, and those of you who do want to see it or just are curious, it would be very quick videos. So that's another idea I have. I do have a couple of quick videos that I want to put out for you very soon. I want to do a pet montage with your pets, but I'm going to post a video specifically requesting, you know, the images and how that's going to work. And my concern is that some of you would probably want to send me images on Instagram or whatever, and I don't know if I'd ever know how to find those or to load them up. So we might have to do just old-fashioned, like emailing me images. I would, you know, give you guys my email address. Do people still do email, or is that a pain for people who are on mobile? See, I don't know how to collect the images from you guys. Or, and I was going to say we could always start a Facebook post too, and you guys could post on my Facebook. That's what I did the last time. And now that Facebook is open to everyone, that might work. So we could try that. You know, I kind of need to keep the images in one location so that I can find them all. And then I create a montage and we put it on YouTube, and you get to see your pets and all our family pets. The other thing, speaking of family, I will be doing a little video soon about our family name. We have one now. I'm so excited, but I'm not telling you right this moment. Usually when I'm in a good mood like this, that means there's a down period ahead. See, that's the negative way that I think. But I just want you guys to know, because sometimes people really worry about me. There will be times that I'm going to be crying, and there will be nothing positive coming out of my mouth. I will be sad and not bubbly, and I will look horrible, and I always probably look horrible, but that's another story. And I just don't want you guys to worry when that happens. And I always think, like right now, oh, that's not going to happen. I feel great, but it happens. And then I always say, well, I'm not going to record that because that's stupid to record that. But at the time, I end up recording it because it's like I run to you guys when I feel that way. So that's good. See, if you see me recording something of me being sad and crying is good, because that means I am feeling emotions, which is better than feeling no emotions. And the fact that I'm talking to you guys about things, even if I'm crying or I'm sad or I'm mad, it's because I'm dealing with it, which is also good. So please never worry about me if I'm, crying to you guys or I'm upset about things. That's all good signs for me. That means I'm dealing with things and I'm feeling and dealing. Dealing. Whoa. New song, top 10. All right, that is it. It is, Friday, like I said. Sandy's been under the weather, so we haven't gone out on Fridays. So we're not going out again today, but I am going to go visit her with iced coffee. And we're going to have iced coffee together and some girl time. And I will be back tonight or today or later or whenever with some videos. Okay, I am talking way too fast. And these hands, huh? They just don't stop. They're magical. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.